Hello everyone. Thanks for the opportunity to host the 2 second lean tour, virtual tour in our facility in Elviomex. We are a manufacturing company, produce these washing machines for bars, hotel, and restaurant for the catering equipment business. We are a factory that is in production for more than 30 years. We export more than 70% of our production all over the world. And we came across with lean manufacturing a few years back when we were struggling a lot with the delivery times and the defects on the assembly line. Long story short, on 2020 we had an increase, let's say now in demand. We couldn't follow up with the delivery times. We couldn't figure out what was wrong because we did what we always did. So we couldn't understand what's going wrong with that. We always did like that. That was the answer in the questions if we can fix anything. We started searching how we can become more efficient, and then we hit the road with Paul Laker's videos. So thanks to Paul, we start on this lean journey. Of course, we read his book, we contacted him. Recently, we participated in Japan Study Mission as well, which was a mind-blowing experience and gave us a lot of feedback. Now, 3 years after implementing Lean, we are very proud to say that we are running a balanced production line, which is very important for us because we reduced delivery time, lead time from 11 days to 1.5 days. We reduced the work in progress about 70%. We increased our productivity 30%. And we have almost eliminated the defects on the production line, on the process. Just for having an idea, only the first 10 weeks of 2024, we have already gained one working day because of the reduction of the defects. One working day, if you make the maths, is huge because we are 40 people working 8 hours per day. So there are thousands of minutes saved just in 10 weeks. As said before, lean starts in the bathroom. This is for two reasons. First of all, is in order to show respect to each other. This is very important because if you show respect to the workers, they show respect to the product, and finally we show respect to our customers. Second issue is that bathrooms are a very small area which is easy to be controlled, inspect, and it's very easy to show to someone what Kanban means and how this works and how standardized processes are works. So we had the bathroom like that in the previous times. Now we renovate every side of the bathroom, and after the renovation we set a standard how to make the daily cleaning. So we have a standard for cleaning, and we have a schedule that everybody cleans the bathroom once per day. So this is something that engages everybody to show respect to each other and leave something better than they found it. It's very important not to pass your problem to the next person. So bathrooms are very, very critical, not only for respect purposes, but also for training purposes. It's very important. This is a Gemba, a small Gemba where we can train each other. This is where the material starts flowing in the production line. We have a maker setup that the material flows in one direction until to go upstairs to the final assembly line. This is the racks now where we store the parts that have been processed in our punch machine, and they are waiting to take their place on the panel bender machine. In the past, we used to be something like this, or this. So we used to stack things and pallets one after the other. It was very sloppy. Of course, the final product was not very good because when you have for a long time too much weight, the one after the other, we have several problems and defects in the process afterwards. Now everything is here is set up. The place that each pallet covers is pre-arranged. Everything is labeled. And finally, the pallet itself is a Kanban. It's a signal for us that we have to reproduce them. Of course, we have reduced the inventory on those parts in order we to have more parts ready in less quantity and have better flow of material. Going further to the production line now, we try hard to keep the aisles clean and free from from products. We bring everything close to the place where we make the actual job. So we bring the material that has to go to this press brake near to the press brake in order to reduce the extra motion and easily and visible to control the stock, the inventory of the products. All products have Kanban cards on it, so we are again know what these parts are for. This is very important. We are trying to keep the shop floor very clean because this is the essence and this is what makes things to be more clear to understand. Equipment is very important for us. This is our punch machine. This is a fully automated line. So we have loading and automatic loading and unloading of sheet metal. This is a very important machine for us because 100% of the production will pass from this point. Production schedule board is the heart of the factory at the moment. This is where all starts, and this is the king of what is the next job to get done. We have a list for every day. We have materials that will be pushed to the production from the panel bender and the punch machine. And then we have a production campaign that creates a pull system for all the other items. This is now where we make the bending of the sheet metal. We use a panel bender and automated machine. Again, equipment is very important for us because it gives the opportunity to operators get more skills. If you have a good equipment, you can increase the capabilities of your people that make the actual job. From this side and hereafter, the pull system starts. From this side now, we have zero stock. We have only material that flow in the production. This is the main frame welding. We use a robot for some models. Some others we do it still manually. But all the items are entering the rollers in order to get to the production. So, just for your information, that was the situation in the past. We used to have the frames ready, pre-welded, and everybody we were pushing items to the assembly line. Now we have a 1 day job in front of us ready, pushed, let's say pushed in the production, and all the other factory is pulling from this station here. Let's go further. This is the final assembly, the frame assembly. Of course, we do have some SOPs in with easy access in order to know which parts we want to put in the frame afterwards. And this is the stock we have now. We have only two pieces that will go on the production line after. Um, This is our trolleys where we store the work in progress. Now, for the doors of the machines, we have approximately 2 days of stock. In the past, we used to have hundreds of doors, but never those were needed for do the job. As you can see here, this was a standard day for us. Uh, for general jobs that everybody can do, we have a commission by board that so every day we have to do some repeated jobs. Of course, we have a two-bin Kanban system for screws for small items in order not to remain out of stock from materials that have very small value, but you need to fix one machine. In the past, as many of you that are watching this video now, you know, in the past it was a daily routine to missing items like this. Uh, Again, here, this is the station that we reduce the overproduction almost 100%. We do have only one day of work in front of us. We store everything on trolleys. We have everything on wheels in order to easily remove, take it out, and things like that. This goes to the past also. This is the same station here now. Again, we reduce the overproduction. This is the production Kanban board. So every job that has to get done returns to this board, and operators or workers are picking up the job from here in order to get those done. Green cards are parts that have to go to the punch machine. Blue cards are always cards that parts that have to go to the press brake or panel bender machine. That, I will show you how we work here. Triggering the production Kanban cards was very important for us because we have the program to distribute the information to everybody. We have the program to make the pull system, okay, but be sure that someone works on a specific Kanban card was very important as well. So now we have an internal software which helps us to trigger the Kanban card. And furthermore, we make easily to access the SOPs from the same station. So this is a production Kanban card as well. This is the number of the work order. This is the code that you will produce finally. And this link directs you to the SOP if needed. So from one point, someone triggers and starts the job. And if he has any question, we are not going around to find someone more expertise with more expert to solve the problem. He can solve the problem directly from the same stand. This area here is we are in the upper floor now, and this is where we start the production and the assembly of the electrical and hydraulic components on the frame. Uh, this is an old photo of this spot here. Now we are trying to be clean in every side of the factory. It's very important because it creates the mentality of making the goods in a good way. And this is now the amount of work in progress we keep in this floor. In the past, that was the amount of inventory here. We speak for more than 200 red frames per day. That was a nightmare because we had hundreds of frames, but we couldn't finish one complete order because always something was missing. We had again a lot of from one code and not a few from everything we needed. And now, by eliminating the work in progress, we have a much better flow of material, and we have almost a double in production. Uh, when we started the lean journey, another aspect we didn't know that exists was the term of water spider. We didn't know what this was, so we had no one to control the assemblies that the sub assemblies that required in order to build machine. Those are jobs that happen before or parallel with the production of the frame, and we are trying the sub-assembly and the frame to come together to the production line. In the past, we used to have a mess like this, or like this, or like this. That was a typical day for us because we were producing in every trolley a batch of 10 from one model. Now we had a batch of 16 from multiple models that we know will come from the frame assembly up to the assembly line. Now, this is how we work here. We keep just very minimum stock. We have a lot of places we keep buffer because the buffer gives us flexibility, but the buffer is no more than half day of work. Each sub-assembly has a specific table where we make these things with the tools they need, the production Kanban cards they need, and that's it. So we have multiple positions where we make jobs, and we are trying not to make things more complex than it is. The dishwasher has itself has more than 300 different codes that has to be assembled all together in order to make one machine. So we are trying to make all this more as much easier as possible. This is another production spot, and this place is where we start production of the sub-assembly. Each time we make one model, which will finally be placed here, and we make four at a time, four parts at a time. So we prepare four here, and we will move the rack in the next station in order to put the other four components that will be needed. There is no need to say the amount of resources that we free from the shop floor. In the past, in this area, we used to be two more people to do this job in order to overproduce and not to produce actually the machine. We are trying every minute of the production to go on the machine so we will finally sell to our customers. This, this is now where how we set up all the benches for making the machine. The machine is start and finish in one point. So we put all the components in one place. We are not moving in order everybody in the line to put something different because that didn't help our flow. That was very difficult for us to handle because we had a lot of jobs that requires less time. Some others were too much time. So we couldn't balance the production line. Now we have four posts here that we make one machine per time, and it takes about an hour to finish the full assembly of the machine, and it takes the production. So the total lead time is 1.5 days from the welding area till the final testing of the machine. This is the production schedule again. It's the same like the other floor. And we will analyze this later more deeply. As you can see, the machines are flowing in the rollers now, and now the flow is so good that we are thinking to reduce also this space because we think that this space is extra transportation time and extra motion. So we are testing a different way in order to reduce this kind of waste. Those are machines that wait to be tested. And actually, this is a buffer. We keep a buffer of 8 pieces in order to keep testing the phase to be fast enough and to be able to produce 26 machines per day. This is a board for the shipments. So the production schedule ends to assign a signal that says what machines we are expected to produce and how we stack them on pallets, because all customers have different requirements according to the loading in order to cover their track space in a better way. This is a final product. You can see there is a lot of things that have to be placed inside after for packing. And this is actually our inventory, our stock of ready goods. This stock is only goods that will be sold at the end of the week, will be loaded at the end of the week. We don't keep stock, and our target is to have all our production sold by the end of the year. This is very important because, again, in the past, we believe that having stock is very nice because when you have demand, you can very fast cover the needs of the customer. But finally, the customer asks for something you didn't have in stock. And we usually have about 100 pieces in stock and not be able to control this or not be able to replenish stock when something was missing. This is our Kanban station. This is something that we copied the idea from Raya and Tierney from Sitting Matters. So all the Kanban cards are coming here after we place the order to the supplier, and every week we are chasing to see if we have received our orders. So this is the week now where we are placing the orders. We are sending this week, and actually we have to receive this week. This is what we have to receive now. This system works like magic. It's something that have to implement first in order to start your learning journey, because whatever you do, you cannot apply it if you don't have the parts on time in the shop floor. Also, Kanban prevents inventory to increase dramatically. So in our case, we have a 100% production increase, and we still have 60 days of inventory in the factory. So we are rotating the inventory very fast in smaller quantities. So you can imagine that speaking from cash flow point of view or things like that, this is something very helpful that gives you the ability to be flexible and to reduce your inventory and the work in progress. This is Yorgos. This is one of the 4 guys that we are start running this lean experiment. This place here is a small gemba for us. This is the place we are producing the instruction manual for every machine we produce. We produce 26 machines per day, so we need 26 machines per day, 26 instruction manuals per day, and we want about 6,000 instruction manuals per year. In the past, we used to buy this from a printer company. Of course, as most of you know, you cannot order 10 or 15. We had to buy 800 or 1,000 pieces in order to get the proper price. And we used to stock all those material and tie the money in our shop floor. Last year, we decided to make this in-house and to follow a one-piece flow process for this. And the results are incredible, except that the cash flow point of view, which is we save about €1,000 per year. We have only the manuals we need. We have 26 manuals only per day. We don't have any stock in the factory, and we can also train people here what is one-piece flow and how much impact can have in the production. This is a very small area, and we can train and everybody understand the meaning of the one-piece flow. Yorgos will show us now how we make this happen. we are printing in a batch of 26 copies, manuals. So now we cut it, and then we binding. This is a process of almost maximum 50 seconds. Now it's ready. We have the manual ready now to go to the machine. And this is it. If you multiply this in all the processes in one factory, you cannot imagine the impact on the waste reduction and the work in progress reduction. Returning back to the morning meeting area where we started our 2 second lean virtual tour, I would like to thank everybody for watching us, and I really hope to inspire some of you to take action on eliminating the overproduction in your shop floor and inventory wastes. Um, a last takeaway of our lean tour today is that beyond the numbers, as I said, we reduce 70% of work in progress and increase our productivity by 30% and decrease dramatically our defect rate. Beyond the numbers, and most important, are people, and create a better environment for people is much more appreciated than numbers. Numbers will come as long as the environment allows you to do this. Eliminating overproduction gave us also the possibility to create a better environment for our people and let them bring up the best of themselves. This is I think the best reason to start doing lean and attacking all the kind of waste right away. Now I will hand on to Kostas. Kostas is our engineer, and he's one of the basic teams on our Kaizen team. He's one of the persons that start the lean journey with us and is engaged. And I would like he to share his experience in lean those 3 years.
Hello, I'm Konstantinos, and in this limited time, I would like to emphasize on the importance of the Kaizen philosophy in this attempt, and the importance of the top-level management commitment on this philosophy, and the building of foundation and the building of this culture in all company, because this force is that drives us to start this lead journey, and of course pass all the obstacles that are coming our way. I remember the time before this moment, because we have a long road in front of us. I remember that we were anxious for many things, like bolts missing, etc. But now we are not anxious about this stuff that are important but not important, and we're getting anxious for good anxiety for creating stuff, for innovating, etc. In this attempt, I would also like to pinpoint the importance of the community, of the lean community, because those videos, those success stories, showed us that lean can happen, and we got all these ideas and all this wisdom, and it was very helpful for us to overcome difficulties and continue our course. Thank you.